Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for April the 8th. I am going to be pulling one card for overall energy. After that, we'll be pulling one card for each sign, and we will see how all of that shakes out together once we get it all melded. Everyone remember, not only your sun sign is accurate, but also check your rising sign. Sometimes that's even more accurate than your sun sign. And for some, the moon as well. I like to check my Venus sign. Also, for me, my sun sign, which I have a stellium there, and Venus is part of that stellium, my sun sign usually tells me more about my personal life, and my rising sign usually tells me more about my professional life. You guys have to kind of experiment a little bit and see how it works for you, because depending where your planets are placed, it's going to be a little bit different for everybody. But check it out, definitely. Overall energy. Oh, we have the Sun card in reverse. I like the Sun card either way, whether it's in reverse or whether it's right side up. And when it's in reverse, it talks about this idea that we are doing some things today that make us feel happy, satisfied, um, joyful, even. And we're not doing these things by ourselves. These are things where nobody's really looking over our shoulders, telling us how to do things. There may be a little bit of compromise with another person or other people so that everybody enjoys the time, but this is really having some nice, satisfying, good time along with somebody else. So we love this. This is really nice. Let's see how this plays out for everybody. Hopefully we get some good cards to combine with it. Aries. Okay, Aries, you guys have the moon showing up here in reverse. Now, this is interesting. This tells me that there's some information coming up, and it's coming up organically. It's not coming up because anybody's digging to find it. It's just coming straight out. And whatever this information is that comes up, it makes not only you happy, but also other people as well. So this is really nice. This is very pleasant. We like it. Taurus. We have the Ace of Buds. So this would be like the Ace of Wands in another deck. And this just basically says that you and some other people are having some type of wonderful new challenge or adventure, maybe even a little bit of travel, probably shorter travel, but still maybe even a little bit of travel today and really enjoying it. Gemini. Seven of Pentacles showing up in reverse, along with that Sun in reverse. So this is interesting. There's some kind of delay that comes up with a paycheck. Doesn't mean that it won't show up, just means it won't show up when you're expecting it to. And somehow this leads you to have some really nice time with some other people that you would not have had that paycheck showed up on time. So you may be changing plans and doing things a little differently. At the end of the day, I think you're going to be happier that you went with the low budget idea just because it's going to turn out better and more joyful than the one that you would have paid for had that paycheck arrived on time. I like it. Spirit always has our backs, guys. So that was Gemini. Next up, we're looking at Cancer. Death card showing up in reverse. Okay, so Cancers, this is really interesting. This basically talks about the idea that you are enjoying yourself. You're doing something that feels satisfying and fulfilling along with other people, and that is not changing. Maybe you were taking a trip with them and you thought you were headed home today. Probably not. Maybe you thought this project was going to be ended by today. Probably not. Not with that death card there on reverse. Like this, whatever this experience is for you that's so satisfying and fulfilling that you're sharing with other people, we see this actually rolling forward when you thought that maybe it would not. Okay. So that's really nice. So far, most of these are pretty nice translations of this. Woohoo. Probably shouldn't have said that. I might have spoke too soon. All right, let's see what happens here. Leo, Leo, Leo. Interesting. So this talks about a Six of Swords in reverse. This talks about a lifestyle change that you're making so that you have a better quality of life right now and potentially a longer life as well. We do see you making this lifestyle change along with other people, and you're finding it to be satisfying and happiness making. So we like that. Next up, we're looking at Virgo. Two of Cups coming up in reverse. What's going on here? Virgos, you may be ready for some kind of alone time. Actually, it looks like you have been having a very pleasant time with other people, finding it satisfying and happiness making. But with that Two of Cups in reverse, you're kind of tired of it now. You're over it now. You're like, we've done this long enough. It's time to stop and move on to other things. Next up, let's look at Libra. Queen of Cups coming up in reverse. Libra. So you want to be hmm, you want to be mindful of people's feelings around you today. I'm not saying you necessarily want to cater to them, but you do want to be mindful. While you are doing something that makes you feel happy, satisfied, fulfilled, and you're doing that along with other people, we do have somebody showing up in your sphere of influence who is throwing a big old fit. Okay. And I got to say, this looks a little bit toxic because somebody throwing a huge fit over other people doing things that are satisfying and fulfilling, you got to kind of wonder where that motivation is coming from. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing here for Libras. Next, we're going to look at Scorpio. Okay. Scorpio's Temperance card coming up in reverse. Scorpios, it looks like with that overall energy, we are doing something enjoyable, satisfying, happiness making, fulfilling with other people. With that temperance card, we have some impatience here. And I think the impatience really has to do with this idea of we would like to do this more often. I think that whenever we get home and we're back by ourselves again, we start to think, I really want this to be a bigger part of my life than what it has been. All right. Next up, we're going to look at Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius with that Queen of Pentacles. Boop-ba-da-doo. Sagittarius, you guys are doing something today that is joyful, happiness making, satisfying, fulfilling, and you're doing it along with our Queen of Pentacles showing up here. So this is somebody who, for some of you, it's actually going to be your mother, although maybe like 10% of you. But for the Queen of Pentacles, this is someone who is very creative and they think outside the box. They're and really secure and stable in general, not only financially, but also emotionally as well. And I think that's part of what makes this experience so pleasant is that you're going through it with somebody who is pretty stable. They're not all over the map as far as their emotions. They're very relaxed and chill. All right, so who was that? That was Sag. Next, we're looking at Capricorn. Hmm. Judgment card coming up in reverse. Capricorn, I do think that there's a situation where you have found satisfaction and happiness and joyfulness in the past. And I think you have an opportunity to do that again. And today you're saying, no, I've got other things I need to focus on. That's not what I'm going to do today. Next up, we have Aquarius. Seven of Swords. Aquarius, really? So there's something going on where, together with other people, you're experiencing satisfaction, happiness, joyfulness, fulfillment. And with the Seven of Swords, you're trying to sneak away from this on the down low. You're like, yeah, this is really great, but I need to leave. I don't know why. Why do you need to leave? Something toxic going on with a relationship, with your work situation? I don't really know, but trying to leave on the down low. All right, next up, let's look at Pisces. Pisces, Pisces, 10 of Rods. Pisces, this is telling me that you have a responsibility that you are taking care of today that actually makes you feel happy, satisfied, and fulfilled. And it's not a responsibility where you're by yourself doing this. I think there are other people with you for this responsibility as well. And it just feels joyful. It doesn't feel like a burden at all. Right? So we like that. Thank you guys very much for being here today. I do appreciate all of your support. Looking forward to reading for some of you later on. And the rest of you, I'll see back on the next video. Oh, and don't forget, hit that like button, share the video around, and put comments down below. Everyone have a fantastic day. Peace out.